What's up everyone, I'm V, and today we're going to be reviewing the Star Wars The Black Series Echo figure from the show Star Wars The Bad Batch, which is a pretty alright show, not gonna lie. Had its ups and downs, but Echo is my favorite character from the show, and also my favorite design from the show. And I'm also really excited to watch Season 2. I forget what his design looked like, but I think it had a bit more orange and red. Orange and white, not orange and red, Jesus. Anyway, wondering if hopefully they'll make figures from that with their look in the next season. Maybe like as a box set, because, it's really hard to buy all these figures, because like you'll see in the comparisons, I don't own all the Bad Batch from poor life decisions in the past, but I was able to pick up Echo on my birthday, and he is probably the best figure out of them all anyway. But first, standing figures is never fun for me, but, oh, Jesus. But yeah, let's take a look at the box, if it even is in focus. So yeah, you got focus, Echo, Star Wars Black, the Star Wars The Bad Batch, not the Black Series. Red, I really like the red look on here. Some beautiful art of Echo on the side. I love the art that they do for these. It's so much better than just, hold on, let me grab it. It's so much better than just these plain, boring red boxes, which I own a gazillion of. But luckily I own a lot of these, and I just love the art so much. It's so good. And the back, number 11, Echo, little bio, if you want to read it. The same art on the back side, just Black Series. Top, window, random words for, stuff. But that's, Jesus. Voice went a little too high there, ain't gonna lie. But that's not why we are here You're here, obviously, for the figure. Ignore my god-awful lighting of, I don't know if this is the lighting I'm gonna roll with. I got an LED light on the right and a lamp on the left because I'm broke as hell and I don't have good lighting, but hopefully it will fix it while we continue. But it kind of gives, cool contrast. Echo, if you can't tell already, he doesn't stand well. I mean, you can get him standing well. It's just his ankles are really tight. But accessories, he comes with hardly any. He's wearing one of his accessories, but we'll get to that last. His first accessory is a pistol. I don't remember the exact name of the clone guns, DC-17 pistol? I don't know. But it's the same as every single clone trooper that I own. That you've probably seen this 1,000 times. It's with Rex. It's with all the commanders. It's just a pistol, and it holsters. Focus. Holsters really well in one side. But he only gets one because, the arm is a robot. Well, not, he got a droid arm, which I kind of like. Speaking of droid arms, his next accessory is weird. It doesn't appear in the show, so I'm assuming it's concept art because it's on the box. And a lot of the figures have it. It's this weird claw arm. Getting Echo out of the way so we can just look at this bad boy. It's got a lot of nice sculpt work. It's got a nice bright silver. This is a different color than this, but I think this is gunmetal. It's just some giant claw, but you can also remove it to just, I don't know, have a huge gun. Right, it looks cool, and all you do is just boop. This camera does not like focusing. I say camera, I mean my garbage phone, because, like I said, I drop all my money on figures, so I don't have any cameras. But yeah, it stays in there pretty well. Goes really far down, but like, you can have him, I don't know. So, bring in Rex. You can just grab Rex's face or something, I don't know. And you can remove it and just have him have this massive gun that can just absolutely obliterate anyone. But yeah. Let's finally look at the figure and take a look at this gorgeous, gorgeous helmet. This is such a cool design. I love it so much. I was wondering exactly what they were going to do, because, you know, his helmet, the way it goes on is very differently than all the other clones. Differently. Yeah, differently. I think that's a word. I'm a little out of it today. But yeah. Because it, like, extends out and folds over, you know, his back thing. So I was wondering how they're going to do that. Luckily, they did it pretty well. But yeah, he's got just nice sculpt work. 99 up there, really nice. Love this helmet design, but backpack, removable, just pegs in. Also, looks really great. But if you can't tell, it just pegs on. You can just easily remove that. I say easily, and then I'm struggling. To reveal an out-of-focus Echo head. And this head looks great. It looks exactly like an insanely malnourished Tamora Borson, which is what it's supposed to be. He's very pale, very, you know, bony, because, you know, he hasn't eaten in forever. He's got, like, the tech detail outside with the rivets on his head, and it just looks great. That looks like Tamora Morrison. That is a great head sculpt. Phenomenal job. And how you get it on, it's a little confusing, but basically you get the top part to go over this black part here. Once you line it up, don't know how well it's doing on camera, and then you just peg it in on the back, and it holds pretty well. Looks great. Like I said, backpack's removable. I wish it didn't have a circle peg because it kind of rotates a bit. Luckily, it has the sculpt work to keep it in place. But yeah, stays on better than a certain somebody's. Oh, later review. Oh, is my bed broken? I'm filming it next to the bed. Realize that the whole bed is broken. That's fun. Anyway, other details. He has a nice skull on his chest. I wish he had the 5, like the handprint on his chest, because that was Echo, but it would have made it look cool if he had just like a red handprint there. Whatever. He's got a nice red line. He's got some weathering on him. I don't care for clones with weathering, because usually they favor the front, and usually it looks bad. And then when you have them all together, some don't have weathering, some do. I prefer clean clones. That's just me. But nice sculpt work. Red line going down. Shoulders look nice. They are a nice flexible rubber, so they don't hinder articulation. Robot arm, droid arm. I feel like I keep saying robot arm because I've just been messing with way too many Transformers recently. Other arm looks good. Wish you had an elbow pad there because that looks kind of plain, but that is just a gripe of the design, not the figure. Nice sculpt work going down. His comm, more paint, red paint. It's got also the figure's covered in these scratches. It's predominant on the chest. All the Bad Batch figures have that. It's nice. Gives them a bit war-torn feel. Nice silver on the chest. Like I said, nothing on the back, but you don't ever really see the back. Backpack looks really good. His cama, is that what that is? It's, unlike Rex, it's plastic, but I actually prefer the plastic because it always looks better. And you know, I don't pose my clones insanely, so I just prefer the look of this compared to this, because the cloth is always a pain to mess with sometimes. Nice sculpt work on the belt. Come to the holster. Red straps go back there with nice texturing. Down to just some plain clone legs. But he does have kind of like robotic knee things, but that's just a rubbery knee piece. Down to his foots. Now, focus. Alright, articulation. His head is on a ball joint at the head and a dumbbell joint at the bottom, right? think that's how it is. Yeah, okay. Pardon me, I'm a little out of it. So I think just a dumbbell joint. Like, yeah, it looks up that far. Doesn't look down far because the helmet, but, you know, it's a clone helmet. They're always hindered. Rotates. Actually, barely pivots. Arm moves out, but, like, you can bring the shoulder pad up. You can get it really high, but then it looks a little goofy. That's, like, the farthest you could probably bring it to where, you know, it doesn't bend awkwardly. Rotates. Bends really deep in for a single joint. Rotates. Hinges. Rotates. This one just has this rotation up here. And great bend. Even goes back. Because, you know, robot arm. Droid arm. I don't know. Goes in decently. Goes back. Not the greatest. Rotates. Pivots. This is where he's going to be the most hindered. Because clones are always hindered in, like, this area because the design of the armor. But goes forward that far. Goes forward back. I almost said that. Goes back that far. You know, not the greatest. You can kind of get him to go out. Not going to lie. And it doesn't, like, look horrific. Actually didn't even know that about the figure till just now. Single jointed knee that goes really far back. Rotation. I do wish that they pegged the knee pads on here because when you bend it, it looks like that and it looks bad. Rotation. Hinges down that far. Up that far, but they're really tight on my figure. And rocker. So yeah, articulation is pretty solid on this figure. But yeah, them ankles, oof. Really rough to mess with. But you know what? It's worth it because this figure is one of my all-time favorite. It's not my favorite Black Series. That would go to a certain love of mine. Ooh, another later video. If I don't forget that he exists because I have him in a separate shelf from all the clones. But yeah, let's do some comparisons. Here he is next to the only other Bad Batch figure I have. Tech almost said Echo. These are my two favorites. I bought them together because, oh, I love Tech's design so much. It's like a Scout Trooper, and Scout Troopers are my favorite kind of trooper. Besides, you know, clones. I just love clones so much. Grew up with clones. They're my favorite thing ever. But yeah, they look great together. I don't own any other ones because I don't care for Wrecker, and Crosshair is hella expensive along with Hunter. I could have gotten them for $30 like the year they came out, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait till the whole team drops so I can buy them all at once, and now they're $100, and I think they stopped production on some of them. So yeah, that's fun. But here he is next to Rex, a figure I got discounted, which is great, on Amazon years back, which is great because, you know, he's really expensive now. Love that figure. Here he is. Technically, it's a Bad Batch figure because it's like 90% Hunter, but it's a completely different character. Boss, another figure I'll be making a review of later. Pretty much all the figures you'll see I'll probably be making a review later because, oh, I love them. I love this figure so much, by the way. I'm definitely going to buy the rest of them, even though I have no idea anything about the Republic Commandos because I never played the game. Here he is with a generic clone trooper, the Camino trooper. You know, this one, a little goofy. I love him, though. It's not exactly 100% live action accurate, because that helmet is insanely Clone Wars, but since I like the Clone Wars more, I love it. Now, since I kept calling it Transformers, here he is next to Transformer, aka my favorite boy, Shockwave. This is just an average Voyager class. I say Voyager, he was a leader, but he's a Voyager class figure just with 50,000 accessories to make him $50. Here he is with my first ever Marvel Legends, Baron Zemo. Yeah, he suffered my customization phase. But yeah, and because, you know, this account is literally called Moon Knight XO. Moon Knight, the only Moon Knight figure I own because they don't make them, and the Marvel Legends ones are taking forever to drop. Well, from the show, so yeah. And here he is next to another figure I'll be making a review of later, Red Starscream, another really good figure. So overall, if you don't own this figure already, I highly recommend picking it up. Great figure, great character. I just absolutely love it. Oh wait, I didn't even show the gun in the hand. Yeah, you can put the gun in his hand, but he doesn't have a trigger finger because they just don't like making a left trigger finger hand, so he holds it like that. I heard you can just cut with like a knife or something the finger and you can slide it in, but it is kind of stupid since, you know, he literally only has one hand. Come on now, Hasbro. It's kind of lazy. But yeah, rather than that, there's really no complaints besides that and the ankles. Great figure. Love Echo. Love this figure. Love this design. And yeah, if you like this video, like and subscribe. And check out, there's a train coming past because I live next to railroad tracks. That's fun. But yeah, want to check out my social media, my Instagram is MoonKnightXO. That's where I'm most active and where you can see the degrade of my mental stability. So yeah, great figure, highly recommend it, and stay tuned for more reviews. And I don't know who will be next, but it's definitely going to be one of these three. I got the Megatron one of these coming too, so expect that soon too. So anyway, have a glorious day, and a glorious week, and a glorious life, and peace out. I don't know why I did my fingers with his. I know, just peace out.